Welcome to the podcast. It's Mr. Ish. We're here at Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, Cool Dare Clubhouse, after school, and this is the no homework edition. This is the edition where people don't want to do their homework. We're gonna put them on blast. I might even put their telephone number in the bottom so you can contact their parents. I'm gonna get all the way in trouble now. And look at their faces. This should be a video. You should see all their faces. They're so sad looking right now. Give us your name and your and your age, please. Why are you looking around? You know you always first. Yeah. Say it nice and clear. I want them to know the person that's not doing their homework.
My name is Brandon Martinez, and I'm 10 years old.
Brandon, no homework Martinez. That's your new name. Next. Next.
My name is Brittany, and I'm 10 years old.
Brittany, no homework Brittany. And who else?
My name is Jaden, and I'm 11 years old.
Jaden, no homework Jaden. That's your nickname, no homework for all of you guys. All right, so today's podcast is why you guys don't want to do your homework. Who wants to start this off? You look like you're thinking. You're actually thinking about that, so I'll give you that. I'll give you those props. Brittany looks like she don't even want to be here, but I'm going to focus everything on her because she don't want to be here. So what's up, guys? We give you enough time. We give you staff members. We give you opportunities. We give you rooms. There's computers. So why is this not being done? And it's report card week, all right? You'll get your report card this week?
No, we already got it.
You already got it?
I got it like 2 weeks ago.
Was it good?
Yeah.
What about yours? You look a little sad. You look down when I said, was it good? Is the report card good? Yeah. Mediocre? Yeah. What they do now? 1 through 4? The number system?
Yeah.
What you got? A couple of 2s, a couple of 3s, and 1 4? None of that? You got straight 2s? You got 1s? Nah.
I don't know how I got 1s because I'm good at math.
1s is no good, bro.
He gets 4s on his homework, but he gets 1s in math. I don't know how that.
Maybe
even
testing is bad. Maybe he don't test good. Maybe he don't pay
We've
attention.
only had one test, and
maybe he don't pay attention in class.
Everybody's done it bad, apparently.
Maybe you don't participate in class. I don't know. So maybe sometimes when you take classwork home, they don't know that you're doing the homework. Anybody can do the homework. Your parents could do the homework. You could be on a computer getting the answers. So they don't really know. Classwork is what really kind of sets you aside from anybody else. If they see that you're participating in class and you're raising your hand and you involved in problem solving and all that, they're not really worrying about your homework because they understand you know how to get it done. But if you just have 100 on your homework and you never raise your hand and then your test is a 50, then that's what gave them that low score.
Usually everyone in our class is good at math. Like literally everybody. But almost everyone got 1s. I don't know why.
Maybe you don't pay attention, follow instructions. There's other aspects to it. That could be it. Good luck with that, man. Because that 1, I know your parents weren't too happy with that, right?
Got 2s on my math.
2s is not too good either. 2s is right there next to that 1. So you should. I mean, for your first report card, since you start off in September.
No.
When
we
you started
started
school.
in September 8th.
Yeah, you start school in
report cards
September.
did not come in September.
No. You start
that's when we
school
started
in
it.
September, right? So you have September. September has a lot of holidays in between. So I think you only go to school in September 12 days. They don't really test in September. Then you got October. There's a couple of holidays there. I think you go to school 18 days in October. Maybe you got a quiz here, about 15 homeworks. It's not hard to get 100, to tell you the truth, or to have at least a 90, because there's not much that the schooling. There's not many days of school, and then November, we have a couple of weeks, and then we have the holidays start kicking in. So if you count it by days, it's not a lot of school days. To tell you the truth.
But if you depend on the months, it is. Yeah.
What do you mean if you depend on the month? The hardest time of school, the hardest days of school are basically February and March. Because there's like one holiday and then that's it. That means you got about 7 or 8 weeks of going to school. And during that time, testing. It's the middle of the year. Sometimes the state tests come. So those are really the hardest months. How you call it? September to November. That report card should be. It should be at least all threes, maybe a couple of fours. It should easily be that. So when you get a one, that's not a good. That's not a good look.
I didn't get a 1.
I'm not talking. I'm still talking to my man over here. You having a conversation for both of you guys. Because it's hard to come up from a low score. So now you probably got to get like a 100 to average that out to a 75. So that's a tough one. But good luck with that. Brittany, how you looking? How's that report card?
Good.
Good, like two's good. Like parents said it's all right. You getting a new bicycle good, or new Jordan good, or okay, you could do better. I know the conversation would happen. Did the conversation happen that you could do better, or that was a good report card? Here's $20.
It was a good report card.
Okay, good for you. And you already told me you had a what? You had a couple of threes.
I had a couple of 3s and 2s.
Okay, no fours, not even in gym.
No,
What
they
about-
gave 3s to everybody in the school.
I think realistically, the first report card, it should be mostly threes. There should be no fours, unless you're just one of those kids that participates a lot in the class. Then I could understand if you get a 4.
We all got a 3 in gym.
Everybody.
But three's not that bad. Three's a good score for your first report card. They had to work on getting higher now. So no one answered the question. So you're wasting precious time getting this done. Do you go home and do homework?
Sometimes, yes.
But that's the idea of after school, so you can get it done here. Your mom, when you go home, your mom has to cook and help you with homework, or dad or somebody else. It's a question. Is somebody else helping you with homework when you get home?
No.
No, you do it on your own.
Yeah, they only just ask me if I need help. But most of the times I just say no.
Okay, but why don't you take that time that you already had? Basically, you're here for 3 hours or so. Why don't you take that time when you get home to chill and play with your friends and call and do your roadblocks or get on your systems or whatever you do at that time instead of having to rush out of here and go home and definitely have to finish your homework. Why don't you do that? It's called time management. You have to manage your time.
I don't really like to play video games anymore
Okay,
because it gets me bored.
Brittany, do you have anything to say? Brittany's quiet. What about you?
The reason why I didn't really do my homework today is because I've kind of forgot about it.
Oh, so you're
And-
forgetful. On top of that, you don't have good time management. You're forgetful.
Because as fast as I got here, I sat down, I put my book bag next to my seat, and I started eating. When I finished, I saw Brittany doing her homework.
Do we need to remind you? Should we have a little flashcard when you walk in? All right, guys, it's homework time, and just walk around the whole What you was on the second floor?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'll do for you. Okay, because this is the type of guy that I am. I'm gonna walk out of my office, and I'm gonna yell out, "It's homework time," just to remind you at about 3 o'clock that it's homework time. Do you guys do your homework? Why not? All right, because you was doing something. Should have been your homework. That's what you should have been doing. My man Mark over there, he's good people. So, guys, please don't waste the time that we have. Some kids really need the help. I mean, even if you don't need the help, at least you can sit down quietly in one of those rooms and get it done. So that imagine if all 3 of you guys were doing your homework over there, and this gentleman that's sitting over there calmly doing his homework. Then I only have 3 people to do a podcast with. If this was gym, you all want to be in gym, right? If this was cooking class, you'll all be doing cooking, right? Can you say the truth? I say the truth. So don't waste my time because it's podcast. I don't want to talk. I'm going to do my homework. So that's exactly what it looks like you're doing. You're not talking much, so we're going to end it here. But I just wanted to put you on the spot for not doing your homework. All right? But I'll yell out tomorrow. You'll see me. I'm going to come out and be like, yo, 3 o'clock, homework time. Then I'll go back into my office. Because in my office, I gotta stop what I'm doing, which is work, which is editing the podcast. But I'm that type of guy. I'm gonna remind you that you have
still
homework.
work in the same office as last year?
Yeah, same office.
Oh,
So I'll be
now you're
on the
just
second
doing
floor.
podcasts here.
Because I have to record here, and then I edit downstairs.
Oh,
But editing is hard because you're listening to the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So that part is harder than this.
And especially if you mess up, you have to redo it.
Oh, if you mess up, like if you sound horrible, I gotta make you sound good, and sometimes that's impossible. But
I listened a few weeks ago. I was on Spotify, and since I was just looking for a random song, then I remembered I did a whole bunch of podcasts last year. I searched up Kids Bay podcast, and I saw like three that I was in. So
you see, look at that. What about you? You have you ever listened to your podcast that you've been in?
I've never been in one.
You never been in one? Today you're gonna be in one. So stay tuned. Tomorrow this podcast will be up. The No Homework podcast will be up. You want to share this one with your parents or no? You don't think you're gonna share it with your parents, right? Okay. What about you? Gonna share this with your teachers and your friends? No. Brittany's like, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep saying Brittany's name so like everyone can know that she was in this podcast. Yes, Brittany was in the podcast. She didn't talk much, but she was one of the 3 people that didn't get their homework done, something like that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Talk to you later.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check. Check.